Good morning, friends. It's Gail from GailMarieHarris.com. Thanks for joining me here. Thanks for checking out my new website, coming over to my new Facebook page. Really appreciate you guys being here. This morning, I had a few thoughts that I wanted to share with you via video because sometimes it's just better than reading what somebody wrote. So my thought is this, is what happens when the pictures we see of ourselves don't match the way we feel about ourselves. And the reason this came to be is because I have experienced that recently. I have been sharing with you guys just that God's really putting new desires in my heart. He's really changing the way I feel about food and exercise. He's given me desires to eat better and to not be so obsessed about my body and my looks, but really to be disciplined, to just have this delight in disciplining, to eat salad because I enjoy having a salad. I think my video just stopped. Oh, just kidding. Sorry, I had a notification and I couldn't see my video anymore. So we're just going to keep going and pretend like that didn't happen. And so anyway, so God's really been doing this new thing in my life. I've been really excited about it. It's very freeing. I have just had this freedom that I just want everyone to have, and I want to tell everybody about it. And I'm overcoming my old self from years ago who did, the calorie counting and the calories in, calories out, weight loss. And I'm a statistic because I lost weight doing that and I gained it back and some. And so I've really just had this freedom in the past few weeks. And it's just been amazing, like really, truly amazing. And then I saw a picture of myself recently. And honestly, I had a complete emotional breakdown, because how I feel on the inside did not match the person I saw in that picture. And it was almost heartbreaking for me a little bit, and I just melted down to my husband and he just held me, and it was ugly. I was doing the ugly cry. But here's the thing is that there's so many lies the enemy wants to tell us. And as I looked at this picture of myself, do you want to know what I said? I said, I hate that picture. And the tears just started flowing. But I hated that picture because I know how I feel on the inside. And I feel good, and I feel healthy, and I feel strong, and I feel free. And when I saw that picture, that wasn't reflected in the way my body looked. And so the enemy wants to tell me that because my body doesn't look a certain way, that because I'm not a certain weight or a certain pant size, that this freedom must not really be free. And that what I'm doing must be wrong because I'm not getting results, right? Because I'm not following a diet plan. I'm not doing all these things. I'm not striving. Hallelujah, I'm not striving. And because of that, though, weight loss is going to be slower. I'm not working at this from a worldly perspective. And so while my insides feel amazing, I was so disappointed to not see that reflected on my outsides. And one thing my husband said to me was, don't let the enemy get you down. And I'm telling ya, he did. For a few hours, he did. Because I so desperately want this freedom to just overflow, and I want it to show in my body. I still want that physical change that shows that something is different in my life. And I was struggling that this picture did not show it. And I don't know. I feel like I'm probably not the only woman who has had this happen. Like, you feel good about yourself and then you see a picture, and this is what I said to my husband. I said, I looked at that picture and I feel like what happened to me? And do you ever see pictures of people who you haven't seen in a long time and maybe they've gained weight and you say, wow, like they've really put on some weight? Let's be honest. I think we've all probably said that, right? I know I have. Guilty. Right here. Guilty. And that was how I felt about myself looking at this picture. is when did I put on so much weight? Because I don't feel like I look like that. Like when I look in the mirror, that's not what I see. And then, sorry, I'm getting emotional. As I was sitting there crying, I just thought, all of a sudden, I have compassionate empathy for people who struggle to lose weight, because I'm one of them. And I have this newfound empathy for people because I get it. I get trying and wanting to so do it the right way, and it's still not working the way you think it should. And all of a sudden, I had these people come to my mind who I have said, wow, they've put on some weight. And all of a sudden, my heart broke for them, because I'm like, you know what? They probably feel the same way I do. Maybe they look at pictures of themselves and think, what happened? When did this happen? Like, I don't even know when this happened. How did this happen? Like, and how do I accept where I am right now, but want to move forward and making healthy lifestyle changes? Not dieting. I'm over dieting. I refuse to diet. Absolutely refuse to diet. I'm all about making lifestyle changes. And so all of a sudden, this morning, I just had this newfound compassion for people, because I get it now. And about a year ago, you can find this on my blog if you just search sugar addict. You will find on my blog that I am a recovering sugar addict. And about a year ago, I was able to finally admit that I was really addicted to sugar. I think I didn't want to admit it, because then I knew I had to change, right? So once we admit something, then there has to be change. Once we say, this is what I'm doing and I know it's not good for me, we can't keep walking in that path. We know it's just going to be destructive. And so I admitted it, and then I had to make changes. But in that time, I remember thinking, well, if I cut out sugar, like, surely I'll lose weight. Everybody else does. And I cut out sugar, and let me tell you what, nothing, nada, zero. I didn't lose anything. And the question that is ever before me, and you'll hear Elisa Keaton from Revelation Wellness say this, which if you've been following me, you know I'm a certified Revelation Wellness instructor, is, what if you don't lose weight, but in the process, you grow closer to God? Is it worth it? And I remember a year ago, I couldn't say yes to that. I couldn't say, God, if I do these things and I don't lose weight, it's worth it if I'm closer to you. I really had a hard time saying yes to that. And in the past year, I've had seasons where it has been really hard to say, okay, God, I'm going to do this your way. And if I don't lose weight, but I'm closer to you, it's okay. And in this moment, that is the question that is begging for an answer from me right now, is, Gail, if you do things my way, if you honor your body, if you eat what you know is good for you, if you enjoy life, because I still want to enjoy life. I still want to have ice cream with my kids. Doesn't mean I need it every night, right? Yesterday, I didn't have pumpkin pie. I made a pumpkin pie for Greg's birthday, and I didn't eat any. I really, honestly didn't want any. I was good, so I didn't eat it. And so there's sometimes I just think we have to say, God, like, is it okay for me to eat this right now? Or is it going to send me on this downward spiral binge and I'm not going to be able to recover? And so the question this morning, I think, has just been, Gail, you really want to do this my way. You want to walk in freedom. You don't want to obsess over your body, and you don't want to neglect your body. And this is so different from what the world tells you to do to lose weight. But if you do all these things and you feel good, you get strong, you get healthy, you stay free, and you're closer to me, but you don't lose the weight, is it worth it? And I just have to say yes. I can't not say yes to that. And it's hard. It's really hard, especially when you want to lose the weight. It's hard to say yes to that. But you know what? There is nothing greater than being close to God. And so this morning, if you're like me and you look at pictures of yourself and you're just thinking, I don't feel like that. I don't feel like I look like that. I don't, on the inside, I feel vibrant and healthy and free and strong. And you look at pictures and you just go, but the picture just doesn't seem to match the way I feel. Like, I'm with you. I'm in it. I get it. And so I just want to encourage you today to press in, keep walking in freedom, and just ask yourself the question: if I do all these things to honor my body and to stay free and to not obsess or neglect, and I draw closer to God, but I don't lose the weight, is it worth it? So that's my heart this morning. Real, raw, vulnerable, tears and all. And I'll probably might even cry some more today. But I just really wanted to share my heart with you guys today and just encourage you. Press in, friends. I know it's hard. I know with this culture that we live in and the standard of beauty that we are compared to, it is just about nearly impossible because, let's face it, the girls in the magazines don't even look like them in the magazines. We know everything is photoshopped and airbrushed, and yet we still find ourselves comparing and we feel like we come up lacking. And we have to remember that we are fearfully and wonderfully made, that we are God's workmanship, that He has created good plans for us, that He is doing a good work in us, and He is going to complete them. And that we don't have to meet the standard of beauty according to the world. And, and so it's hard. It's a struggle. The struggle is real. Hashtag the struggle is real. And so I just wanted to give you a bit of encouragement today. I'm in it with you. I'm in these trenches of trying to stay on the path of freedom and not get consumed with this worldly view of beauty and dieting and the way I'm supposed to look. That I can be beautiful and I can be strong and I can be confident no matter what size I am. And yes, I want to be healthy. Would losing weight make me healthier? Possibly. But I don't want to be so focused on myself that I lose sight of everything else that's going on around me. Okay, I'm going to be done. Thanks for stopping in. Glad you guys are here in my room with me. I'm in my little chair in my corner with some sunlight. I hope you guys have a great Monday. And we will hopefully talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.